Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. Greensboro Police Chief John Thompson has appointed Captain Stephanie Martis as the newest Assistant Chief as of June 14th. GPD hosted a promotional ceremony at 1 p.m. on June 12th at the Carolina Theater, recognizing 6 corporals, 5 sergeants, 3 lieutenants, 2 captains, and Assistant Chief Martis. Martis joined the Greensboro Police Department in March 2002. Since then, she has held assignments in patrol, criminal investigation, vice narcotics, and watch command. In 2019, Martis was promoted to captain and led the Criminal Investigations Division until 2022. Prior to being selected as Assistant Chief, Martis served as the captain over the Professional Standards Division. Assistant Chief Martis has a Master's of Public Administration and Public Policy from Liberty University, and she graduated from Bennett College with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. Martis is also a graduate of the Administrative Officers Management Program at North Carolina State University, the Senior Management Institute for Police, Leadership Greensboro, and Other Voices. Assistant Chief Martis will oversee the Management Bureau previously led by Interim Assistant Chief Leslie Brown. The Management Bureau includes the Resource Management Division, Training Division, Fiscal Management Division, Public Safety IT, and Office of Community Engagement. Interim Assistant Chief Brown retired from the Greensboro Police Department on May 31st after serving the City of Greensboro for 28 years. Parks and Recreation will receive $1 million of American Rescue Plan funding for its pool renovation project. The construction project details are as follows. The deck at Lindley Pool is currently being resurfaced. The pump room is also in need of significant structural repair. Plans have been drafted for this phase but are being redesigned as more issues were identified on the deck resurface during the resurfacing process. A proposal is currently under development for this revision. The pool at Lindley cannot open until these repairs are completed. Therefore, the pool will not be open this summer. The repair work for the pool at Peeler includes a new pump and reconditioning of the pool deck and shell. The cost is estimated to be more than $300,000, which is requiring plans to be drafted by an engineer or architect. This requirement has extended the repair process. Draft designs are under review and then must receive final approval by the Health Department. Construction will begin following the completion of plan approval and the bid process. As a result, the pool at Peeler is also closed this summer. On a high note, the pool at Windsor is open for summer fun. The Warnersville pool is also open. Upgrades at this location will begin after the pool season is over. For more information about construction repairs and the summer pool schedule, visit the city's website. If your 2022 city home property taxes were higher than your 2021 property tax bill, you may qualify to receive a check for the difference. The application deadline for low-income homeowner assistance is Thursday, June 15th. Residents can complete the application online with the option to select from dozens of languages. The application can be accessed on library computers if you don't have one of your own. Be prepared to include required documentation such as proof of residence, showing the applicant's name and address, along with one example of household income such as a W-2 form or current paycheck stub. The program is available only to single-family owner-occupied properties, including houses, townhomes, and condos located within Greensboro city limits. For single-person households, the total gross income for 2022 must be less than or equal to $41,000 to qualify. For households with 2 or more people, the total gross income for 2022 must be less than or equal to $47,000. For more information, call the Housing and Neighborhood Development Department at 336-373-2349. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's News for Your Health.
The most common symptoms of major depression are a general change in mood to where a person is feeling much more sad or down or negative than usual, and a lack of just enjoyment in regular activities. Some people can tell you when they're feeling these things, but for a lot of people, the signs they may show will just be a change in their behavior, an outward change in how their mood is appearing to be when they're interacting with other people, but also changes in their self-care, in their activities of daily living, and changes in appetite and sleep schedule can sometimes be signs of depression as well. It's a good idea usually to start a conversation with the person about how they're feeling. Asking them straight out if they're depressed may not get the best response, but just starting a dialogue with someone about how they're feeling and how they feel like life is going for them will usually lead someone to open up and discuss their feelings. The sooner depression gets treated, the sooner the person can get back to their usual level of functioning. Depression is a very treatable condition, but the treatment takes usually at least weeks to sometimes months once a major depression is established to get a person really back to functioning. During that time, a depressed person can lose gains that they've made in their interpersonal relationships, in their work progress, and in their school progress and other areas of their life. The sooner you can get them back to functioning well, the less loss they're going to have and the better they'll be able to pick up with their usual life. The first step in treatment is to get a good assessment, to spend the time really talking to the person and getting an idea about what their baseline level of functioning is and how much of a change they're having and what symptoms they are having so you can come to a good diagnosis. Depression can be treated in a variety of ways. For many people who are having mild to moderate depression, psychotherapy itself can be a very effective treatment. Regular therapy sessions, especially with what we call cognitive behavioral therapy, can produce a great deal of improvement over a few weeks. Another form of treatment that is often used is medication. There are a lot of antidepressant medications on the market now. They all are effective, but they certainly aren't all exactly the same. Talking with someone and getting a full medical history is usually important to making a selection of what kind of medication might be most helpful for them. And then staying connected with the patient for treatment is very important because depression isn't something that can be treated with a single visit or in a short period of time. It usually requires many visits over weeks to months to really see an improvement and make sure that improvement is sustained. If you know that something is coming up in your life that may be extra stressful, staying on a stable sleep schedule is very important to mood stability. A lot of people with depression will suffer big changes in their sleep cycle. If you can just try and make sure you're getting regular rest and not getting overly exhausted, that can help to prevent it. Regular exercise can be an important factor in helping people to prevent depression and sometimes can play a part in treating depression once it starts. Making sure that use of alcohol is not getting to be excessive and is not starting to affect a person's mood also is a good step to making sure that depression doesn't get worse. The worst case outcome of depression is suicide, and it's something that we have to be very careful to screen people for when we're concerned about changes in their mood. A lot of people will go with feelings like that and not feel comfortable talking to family or healthcare providers about it until it's too late. So if you think that someone has had a change in their mood or is getting depressed, it's a good idea to ask about it and to make sure that that is getting addressed, because if it's not, it can be something that once it gets to that point, it's obviously too late, and if you can try and treat the depression or at least address those thoughts earlier, you're much safer. Even though treatment of mental health conditions is much more common than it was even a few years ago, for a lot of people there's still a stigma associated with getting treatment for depression and other mental health conditions. It's a big problem because it prevents people from coming in to get treatment when they might really benefit from seeing a therapist or a doctor. It's important to try to make it clear to people that these are normal conditions, emotional problems are a normal part of life, and that these are very treatable conditions, not something that anyone should be made to feel ashamed of or needs to cover up, but rather something that once openly discussed can usually be treated. More than 19 million people in the United States suffer from depression every year. It's a treatable condition, and I hope this has been helpful in providing some education. For more education and more information, please go to conehealth.com/behavioral health. I'm Dr. John Claypax. Thank you.
Residents who want to learn more about city operations can apply for the City Academy, and Greensboro prepares to celebrate the refugee community. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The City of Greensboro is accepting applications for City Academy today through July 1st. This premier public education program is celebrating its 18th year. It is designed to develop civic leadership and build a stronger community through well-informed and engaged residents. City Academy participants are granted a behind-the-scenes view into city government operations through hands-on activities offered by 15 departments. Activities include visits to the Guilford Metro 911 Center, the J. Douglas Galleon Depot, and a water treatment facility. There are 2 optional sessions, one with Greensboro Police and another featuring economic development. The weekly classes take place from 5:45 p.m. to 9 p.m. starting in September and ending in November. A graduation ceremony is scheduled during the December 3rd City Council meeting. City Academy is open to any resident living within the corporate limits of Greensboro. Diverse residents representing all City Council districts will be selected to participate. Applicants must be at least 18 years old and pass a criminal background check. To apply for the 2023 City Academy, visit the city's website or call the Community Relations Office at 336-373-2723. The City of Greensboro and several local agencies will host the World Refugee Day celebration at Hester Park. The event is free and open to the public. It will take place from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, June 17th. World Refugee Day is an international day designated by the United Nations to celebrate the strength and courage of refugees who have been forced to flee their native country to escape conflict or persecution. A naturalization ceremony will include individuals reciting the Oath of Allegiance at 11 a.m., marking the culmination of the U.S. citizenship process. The second annual soccer match between refugees and city staff precedes a youth soccer clinic. Guests will also enjoy various cultural performances throughout the day, plus concessions from food trucks. Other highlights include remarks from state and local leaders, the official start of the newly elected City International Advisory Committee officers, and special recognition of refugee leaders. The family-friendly gathering features a resource fair that offers support and information for newcomers to the community. Donations collected during a toiletries drive will also be distributed to refugee families. For more information, contact Jody Stanley in the Human Rights Department at 336-412-5748. The historic College Hill neighborhood will soon display upgraded decorative street name signs and sign posts. A city contractor will remove signs at 30 intersections throughout College Hill to be refurbished, upgraded, and reinstalled. Supplemental signage to highlight College Hill's historic district will be added at 12 key intersections throughout the neighborhood. The decorative street lamp posts will not be removed. This work is expected to take approximately 60 days to complete and will involve the removal of all street name signs for several weeks. Also, some lanes in busy intersections might need to be temporarily closed during this time frame. To review a more detailed map of all the affected sign locations in College Hill, visit the city's website. An architectural rendering of the supplemental historic district signs is also on the city's website. Students graduating from Guilford County schools have an ally when it comes to scholarships for post-secondary education. Coming up after the break, find out how to take advantage of these resources. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. School is out for the summer and lots of Guilford County graduates are heading to college or a trade school this fall. This is where ShiftEd is able to help. Joining me now to promote the available scholarship programs is Brandy Kennedy. She is Director of Secondary and Post-Secondary Programs with ShiftEd. Hello, Brandy. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Carla. Thanks for having me again.
Always good to see you, of course. So, of course, timing is everything, and kids are going to be rushing off in the fall to get to school. Is there still time for those graduates who just got their degrees to apply for ShiftEd scholarships?
Yes, so congratulations to those who just graduated in the class of 2023. We are excited to serve them, and for our graduating seniors, they are still able to complete their scholarship application up until July 1st.
Okay, well, that gives them a little bit of time, and every day counts. So if a graduate has already completed the application, are there actual additional steps that they need to be considering before July 1?
Yeah, absolutely. So ensuring that their application is complete means that they have also indicated what school they will be going to in the fall. It's very important for them to also check their email address that they registered for the account with, because we will be sending updates and continuing to remind them about indicating their enrollment prior to July 1st.
Okay, good to know. And, email addresses can change so readily, and young folks have all sorts of email addresses, so we want to make sure they get your updates whenever those come out. And what about anything new about the scholarships happening this fall?
Yeah, so we are excited to continue to grow our scholarship program and to continue to change it to best serve our community. And so we are excited. We announced a few months ago that we will be having the Armfield Acceleration Grant that will go to students who completed the application and received the full federal Pell Grant at our partner institutions.
Excellent. Always something new coming through ShiftEd, so that's great news. Now, if the family has younger age students, is there anything that you want to let them know about the ShiftEd scholarships as far as registration, eligibility, anything like that?
Yeah, of course, the students who are eligible to apply are our graduating seniors that attend a Guilford County school. However, ShiftEd services don't just begin when you graduate. So we have a continuum of services through elementary school, middle, high school, leading through college and career. So check out our site at shifted.org and check out all of our opportunities that not only our seniors can take advantage of, because we know the earlier that we plan, the earlier we can begin preparing for the future.
Absolutely. So before we wrap it up, you've been with ShiftEd for several years. You do a fantastic job. You actually get to witness the impact of the scholarships. So tell us, what is this meaning to the community?
It means the opportunity to continue to grow, to continue to best serve our community, and to ensure that we are advocating for the students and the families that are in our community to help them thrive.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Brandy, for all you do to assist our local high school graduates to fulfill their dreams and their goals beyond high school. And we hope that you'll come back and keep us posted on all the other great initiatives through Shift Ed.
Of course, we hope that you invite us back.
Absolutely. Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorset Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The City of Greensboro's Human Rights Department will honor community partners and local students during its annual celebration gala. The event will take place at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, June 28th at Piedmont Hall, located on West Gate City Boulevard. Seating is limited and guests are encouraged to register online for free admission tickets. The department will present Mosaic Awards to individuals and organizations who have supported and enhanced its programs in the 2022-23 fiscal year. The event also spotlights the 5 recipients of the Morningside Award presented annually to Dudley High School seniors with a demonstrated commitment to advancing social justice and equality. The gala includes dinner and live music. Guests are encouraged to dress in attire that represents a particular culture, organization, or community. For more information, contact Paula Washington in the Human Rights Office at 336-373-7838. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some of the special events happening this weekend on the town. Budding bluegrass stars Liam Purcell and Cane Mill Road visit the Carolina Theater in the Crown on June 16th. Last year, Purcell became the first person to sweep the Rocky Grass Instrumental Championships on guitar, mandolin, and banjo. Tickets cost $15 in advance, $17 at the door. Learn more at carolinatheater.com. Cycling and history come together on the Juneteenth Bike Tour, June 17th. The 2-hour, 5-mile ride starts and ends at the Greensboro History Museum with visits to 20th century black businesses in between. This is a free event, but space is limited. Register at bikesgso.org. The City of Greensboro is among several local agencies to host a World Refugee Day celebration on June 17th at Hester Park. This free event features a U.S. naturalization ceremony, kids' activities, and performances to honor refugees and their contributions to the Triad. Enjoy a special soccer match between refugees and City of Greensboro employees, followed by a youth soccer clinic. Learn more at greensboro-nc.gov. Grammy-winning country music legends Brooks and Dunn bring their Reboot 2023 tour to the Greensboro Coliseum on June 17th. They've sold more albums than any duo in history and are joined on stage by American Idol champ Scotty McCreery and Megan Moroney. Get your tickets starting at $28.75 at the Coliseum box office or online at greensborocoliseum.com. The Juneteenth Gospel Superfest Interfaith Celebration is June 18th at Barber Park. This concert and reunion unites the community through music, song, and dance. Bring the family and a blanket or a chair. Enjoy the free concert, local vendors, and food trucks, plus a special recognition of community fathers. Learn more at greensboro-nc.gov. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Guilford Works, in partnership with NC Works and Triad Goodwill, is expanding its Fresh Start initiative to include immigrant and refugee populations. Through the Fresh Start initiative, Guilford Works helps people in traditionally underserved communities find meaningful employment while providing support and resources through partner agencies. The initial round of Fresh Start events hosted in March concentrated on justice-served individuals. Guilford Works will host a series of events throughout this month called HIRE, which stands for Helping Immigrants and Refugees Get Employed. The next session is on Thursday, June 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the NC Works Career Center. It aims to prepare immigrants and refugees to find and retain employment. The final event is slated for Tuesday, June 20th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. also at the NC Works Career Center. For more information about this hiring and resource event, visit guilfordworks.org. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the City of Greensboro employees. Field operations and GTA employees participated in Career Day at Rankin Elementary School. They showcased careers on wheels and gave the kids a tour of the various city vehicles. Water Resources staff celebrated Guilford Creek Week in collaboration with the City of High Point, Stormwater Smart, Guilford County, local businesses, and nonprofits. They educate about the benefits of keeping our creeks, lakes, and streams clean and healthy. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.